Muscatine's Vintage Sound, 93.1.
All right, before I introduce my next guest, who is on the MPW Digital TV Celebrity Hotline, I thought I'd play just a little bit of the official Kickstarter campaign video here.
To those little nearly naked natives of Bantu Besh, having taught me that gentle art of bikini waxing. But I was there for more, and as I looked at their half-clothed bodies, I was reminded of a subject entirely too interesting to ever let rest. The discussion of the architecture of the cloth so curiously devised to enclose a woman's body.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm Jay Peterman.
No, you're not Jay Peterman. You're John O'Hurley.
You played Peterman on Seinfeld.
I saw you in Spamalot in Vegas.
What is this?
I love it. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, John O'Hurley. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, what a wonderful way! What a wonderful way to wake up in the morning. How are you?
I'm good, man. Welcome to the great state of Iowa. I love
Thanks, my friend.
I love that you're doing this Kickstarter because, and it's really to no surprise, the show was so beloved, Seinfeld. But John, I mean, did you think that in 2016 that people would be contributing so far $96,000 for the chance to potentially own an urban sombrero one of these days?
Well, isn't it fun? We're just having so much fun with this, and it's it's funny that now, I mean, a lot of people don't know the history of this. Is that the J. Peterman Company is a real company. It is a real catalog, and since 1999, the year after Seinfeld ended, I own the catalog with the real John Peterman. I mean, it's kind of it's. You have to kind of like shake your head to put it all together, but that's the truth. And it's a lot of fun. I love the catalog is the most unusual in the world. Tom Hanks once said to me, it's the only catalog that I read cover to cover. And he said to my wife in bed, and I use your voice. It is, if you haven't seen the catalog, if you go to jpeterman.com, you'll see the catalog. You'll also see the Kickstarter page there, which introduces you to the Urban Sombrero, which we're finally producing after 18 years of kicking and screaming with John Peterman, saying that we have to find a way to embrace the Seinfeld audience, 87 million people.
Right.
And so now we're finally doing it. The Urban Sombrero is one of the great sight gags that Elaine put on the cover, as I was off in Burma trying to find myself in one episode. And, she nearly bankrupted the company with it. But it's a fun idea, and you'll see it. There's one for $250, but then for $400 we have a limited edition of the Urban Sombrero. It is going to be a signed hat box. John Peterman and I will both sign it. It's going to be a limited edition. You'll have it numbered, time-stamped. And we auctioned off, I've already auctioned off the first one. It went for $6,000.
Holy!
To give you an idea what the memorabilia value of these are going to be.
Oh, my gosh. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. So if we back up to when, John, when you start to play this character on Seinfeld, was the real John or Jay Peterman, was he offended? Was he a fan? Was he flattered?
He had no idea. They did this totally without permission. They could have sued my little ass off, I'll tell you. And by the way, Seinfeld's big ass off.
Right. I was going to...
Yeah, that was what they did. They just did things and they apologized later. And
wow.
And Peterman decided to ride the wave of publicity, and they went, in revenues, they went from $15 million a year to $125 million by the end of Seinfeld. It was an extraordinary run for them. And it was just NBC said that they got $750 million worth of free advertising.
Wow.
over the run of the show.
So it kind of was like, hey, you might not be happy, but look at what we've done for you.
Yeah, look at how unhappy you are.
If you can have a Scrooge McDuck vault full of money to dive into, you can't really be that unhappy.
Exactly right. You got it.
Oh, that's awesome. So, John,
a lot of fun. So so finally, after all of our kicking and screaming together, we're going to produce the Urban Sombrero. And the P.S. to this is everything has it in the catalog. If you go to jpeterman.com, you'll see the most unusual catalog in the world. Everything has a pastel drawing and an adventure story, as though Hemingway wrote it. Well, everything has a history to it, and so does the Urban Sombrero. The man who's designing it he's a very celebrated designer in Mexico, and he designed, believe it or not, the sombrero for the Pope when he visited Mexico.
Wow.
So it comes with a little bit of a panache and a story.
Right. I was going to say, That's fantastic.
Isn't that fun? Yeah.
Yeah, and Hemingway's from my hometown of Oak Park, Illinois. And are you in Chicago right now?
I'm overlooking the Chicago River right now from my hotel room here. I'm doing the musical, my Broadway show, Chicago the Musical, in Chicago. I'm on tour with it right now, so it's having a lot of fun here. It's, we just opened the other night to a sellout week here,
Wow.
and continuing on through be in Wisconsin, of all places, next week.
I love it. The show's at the Cadillac Palace Theater. I have to encourage you to visit my hometown of Oak Park, Illinois, because of the Hemingway connection. And if you like architecture, Frank Lloyd Wright has several homes there. So you should.
That's right. He did.
Yeah.
He did build his way across this country, didn't he?
Yeah. So there's several of those. John, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it seems like, people, actors will play roles over the years that will be memorable, and whether they choose to embrace them or not. But it seems like the Peterman role for you is one that you don't shy away from. Obviously, I mean, it was such a fun.
It's funny. I liked it. I liked the role so much I bought the company.
Right. I know. So.
And the strange thing is that we have our board meetings in New York City, and after the board meeting, John Peterman and I will be strolling down Madison Avenue on our way to lunch, and the cops will roll down their windows as they're going down the street, and they'll scream, "Hey, Peterman!" And they're not talking to him. Isn't that funny? I mean,
I
it's
love
the greatest
it.
act of identity theft ever.
I know. But isn't it interesting that some actors they don't want to embrace things that really gave them a lot of success and notoriety? But for you, I mean, obviously you're invested in the company and all that. But have you ever hoped for maybe a moment of peace on the street and somebody wouldn't yell Peterman, or is it okay?
No, listen, I embrace it, and I'm grateful to Seinfeld, to Jerry, for being able to hang on to his belt loops there and be on something as wonderful and just memory ridden as that whole series of Seinfeld. Listen. It's the day that stops is the day the music dies.
Yeah, no, it was a rough thing. The finale was like, oh man, the show's so brilliant, and I've only I only started to appreciate it more as I got older, and the genius of Larry David and everybody.
It's an amazing show that has a timeless quality to it.
Yes,
it was a joy to be part of, and I still embrace it.
I love it. $96,440 has been contributed on the Kickstarter. The catalog is online at jpeterman.com. If you're traveling to Chicago, go see John in Chicago playing Billy Flynn. You just have a few more days to do that. You're there till May 15th. Buddy, I'm excited for you. As a Seinfeld fan, I definitely see some benefits and rewards to investing. So I may have to send some money because I think I would look good, John, in an urban sombrero.
It's a distinctive, yes. Well, I tell you, as I say, in Boston, that first one went for $6,000. So I like the idea of holding on to this thing for, collectibles are collectibles.
Absolutely, buddy. Listen, continued success. Enjoy your time in Chicago, and you're always welcome back on this radio show. As far as I'm concerned.
Thanks, my friend.
All right, John O'Hurley. We'll talk to you soon, buddy. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.